Page 48. Unit 5. Get ready. Words. A. Listen and read the words. Listen again and say the words.
Sugarcane, wheat, cinnamon, butter, vanilla. Ingredients: bark, plantation, steamship, spoil, leopard.
Page 50. Read. The Breakfast Quest.
I'm making a special breakfast today. Granny's famous cinnamon buns. To make the best buns, you need the best ingredients, I tell my sister Sam. So we hop on my bike and ride across town to Farmer Ray's. "You've come to the right place," says the farmer, pulling on his bushy beard. "My chickens lay wonderful eggs." At the chicken coop, I gather 2 smooth brown eggs and a nervous chicken. "Cinnamon buns, you say?" Farmer Ray smiles slyly. "If it's butter you're after, you'll need to pack your bags. The best butter I know comes from Denmark." We all hop on his tractor, catch a plane, and watch as we zoom over the Atlantic Ocean. In Denmark, we head to rolling green fields, where we find an enormous sleepy cow. I introduce myself, my sister Sam, Farmer Ray, and the chicken to the cow's owner, explaining that my grandmother's cinnamon buns are not to be missed. "Well, you've come to the right place," says Farmer Lena, spilling some milk from a pail. "My butter is the creamiest in the world." "Cinnamon buns, you say?" She pauses. "If it's flour you need, the heartiest wheat I know comes from France." We all ride the cow to the train to France, where we find an amber field of warm, dry grain, and meet a French farmer who listens very closely to our plan. "Well, you've come to the right place," says Farmer Francois, twirling his mustache. "My wheat makes the very best flour in the entire world." I grab 2 armfuls. "Cinnamon buns, you say? If it's vanilla you need, the finest vanilla in all the world comes from Madagascar. Come with me." We all hop in his hot air balloon and set off over Africa, looking down on a magnificent leopard roaming the plains. In Madagascar, we march through the lush hills. There, we meet Sabine, a vanilla grower, and I tell her the plan. "Well, if you're making famous cinnamon buns, you've come to the right place," says Farmer Sabine, her eyes sparkling. "My vines produce the most fragrant vanilla beans in all the world." I scoop up a handful of the heavy brown vanilla beans. "Madagascar grows sugarcane and cinnamon too," says Farmer Sabine. "Let me take you to my friend Patrick's plantation." Patrick listens to the plan. True. I have the sweetest sugar cane and the very best cinnamon in the world, he says. Sugar cane I can give you, but... He looks sad. I'm afraid I can't help you with cinnamon. I'm all out. We harvested it yesterday. No cinnamon for the cinnamon buns, we cry. Now what? Something high atop a tree catches my eye. A small area of bark. I climb the tree and peel some off. This will do, I say, grinning at the relieved crowd. We coax the cow and the chicken onto a steamship and head home before the ingredients spoil, mixing up a batch of Granny's famous cinnamon buns along the way. Well? I ask as everyone chews and smiles. You were right, say the farmers. These are truly the very best cinnamon buns in all the world. Now, what should I make for lunch?
Page 53. Grammar in use. D. Listen and sing along. Vanilla pudding.
We're making vanilla pudding tomorrow with milk from a country cow and sugar from Puerto Rico. I'm dreaming about it now. We're making vanilla pudding tomorrow with all the best ingredients. Cinnamon from Sri Lanka and sweet butter from France. We're making vanilla pudding tomorrow with milk from a country cow and sugar from Puerto Rico. I'm dreaming about it now. We're making vanilla pudding tomorrow with all the best ingredients. Cinnamon from Sri Lanka and sweet butter from France.
Page 54. Listening. A. Listen. Match the food group to two examples. Then fill in the blank with an example that you hear from the list.
Hello, I'm Jan, and I only eat food that comes from plants. There are 5 kinds of food I eat. The first kind is whole grains. People use whole grains to make many types of food, such as bread, spaghetti, and rice. About 35% of my daily food comes from this group. I also eat many vegetables. Most of the vegetables that I eat are green, such as spinach and broccoli. However, I also like different colored vegetables, such as carrots. About 30% of my daily food comes from vegetables. Next, we can't forget fruits. They often have a lot of sugar, so only about 15% of my daily food comes from this group. My favorite fruits are apples, blueberries, and oranges. The fourth group is beans. People use soybeans to make many products, such as tofu. I eat that a lot. Also, I love chickpeas and black beans. About 10% of my daily food comes from this group. Last are nuts and seeds. I love almonds, flax seeds, and pecans. 10% of my daily food comes from this group. Of course, some people like to eat meat, but I choose to get my food from plants. Remember, food from plants is very delicious, and it's good for your health.
Page 54. Speaking. See. Learn. Giving a reason for a preference. Give a reason why you prefer one thing to another.
I like oranges, but I prefer bananas because they are easier to peel.
Do you want some fruit?
Sure, I love fruit. Thank you.
I have apples or mangoes. Which one do you like?
I like both, but I prefer mangoes because they are very sweet. What about you?
Page 55. Word study. D. Listen and read the words. Circle the prepositions. Then write sentences using phrasal verbs with drop in your notebook.
Drop off. Drop by. Drop back. Drop out.